Did you know that there are black holes in the ocean? Yeah, also known as eddies, these black holes are similar to the ones we see in space. They're essentially whirlpools that are so powerful nothing can escape their pull. What makes them even scarier is their size. They are massive. Some measure up to 150 kilometers, 93 miles, in diameter. They're created through a mix of water at different temperatures, wind, and the Earth's rotation. And once they're made, they can last for months or years. Yeah, though it may not seem like it, the ocean is a much more terrifying place than the cosmos. From hideous alien-like creatures to the mysteries below the sea, these are just some reasons the ocean is scarier than space. We've yet to discover alien life, but looking at some of these creatures, you might think otherwise. Unlike our solar system, the ocean is full of terrifying wildlife, from animals as simple as sharks and killer whales to the more disturbing-looking red octopuses and proboscis worms. Regardless of their appearance, many of them are dangerous and won't be afraid to pick a fight. Earth's ocean might be more mysterious than parts of space. For one, we don't know what the bottom of our oceans is like, and we might learn more about the surface of Mars and the Moon. But NASA is looking to change that. They're slowly mapping out the ocean floor. This might give us clues about what oceans are like on other planets. It also helps NASA test gear that will be used in space missions. Outer space and our ocean are more similar than we think. Both have high pressures, a lack of breathable air, and extreme temperatures. But what makes the ocean scarier? It's teeming with life that can attack and kill you. Yeah, space is passively trying to kill you while the ocean is actively trying to kill you. Massive, destructive asteroids or meteors heading toward Earth are incredibly rare. But you know what isn't? The ocean is coming for us. Climate change is causing sea levels to rise at an alarming rate. And if the trend continues, our sea levels could rise over 2 meters, 6.5 feet, by 2100. Coastal communities like Venice, Bangkok, and New York City would face severe floods, causing parts of these cities to be displaced. Light works differently in both space and the ocean. In an area without an atmosphere, the light is harsh and unfiltered. This leads to problems like radiation exposure. Luckily, we found many ways to overcome this with our advanced space technology. In the deep ocean, there's a lack of light. Depending on how deep you go, it can be so dark that you cannot see anything. You can only see the terrifying creatures that have evolved to adapt to this unique environment. Their evolutions have made them frightening looking and potentially dangerous. Space has some scary things that can come for us, like solar flares, giant explosions from the sun that shoot light energy, and high-speed particles out into space. One massive solar flare hitting Earth could turn off all our electronics, sending us back to the Stone Age. Yeah, the chances of one hitting us are scarce, though. Most of the time, they bounce off our ozone layer. But you know what isn't so rare? Hurricanes. These powerful weather events form over the ocean. If they reach land, they can bring extremely high winds and heavy rainfalls, leaving entire towns flooded, even decimated. And they're not the only devastating events that come from the ocean. Tsunamis are much more terrifying. These massive waves can reach over 30 meters, 100 feet, high. And once they land, they're incredibly dangerous. They can cause severe floods and destroy anything on the coast. The Indian Ocean tsunami of 2004 killed 225,000 people. No one's ever got lost in space. With an entire support team watching over you, using billions of dollars worth of technology and GPS systems, you can rest easy knowing you're in good hands. But in the ocean, people get lost all the time. Swimming out a little bit farther than you usually would while at the beach can leave you stranded, unable to find land. The ocean has over 3 million shipwrecks, making it one of the most dangerous places on Earth. You don't have to worry about random weather attacks in space. In the ocean, it's a different story. Lightning can strike the sea at any time. It happens often due to its sheer size and its being a magnet for lightning. When lightning strikes, it can spread for up to 100 meters, 330 feet. And this poses a threat to boats, swimmers, and sea life. The ocean is full of dangerous bacteria. One of the worst is the flesh-eating bacteria found in the warm parts of the Gulf of Mexico. The bacteria can get into swimmers' open wounds and cause ulcers on the skin. Antibiotics should be able to solve this issue, but it can sometimes get so bad you need to amputate a limb. Yeah, space doesn't have anything as scary as that. In space, there's a ton of debris known as space junk. And while there's some concern about the trash making distance travel dangerous, it's not nearly as concerning as all the garbage we have swimming around in the ocean. In the North Pacific Ocean, there's a massive island of waste known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It's made up of primarily plastics, making it almost impossible to break down. As a result, it's harming ocean wildlife and could destroy entire ecosystems. Up in space, the debris is monitored closely by space agencies. They're constantly looking at ways to mitigate the issue. But down in the ocean, the problem keeps worsening, and it'll take a long time before it gets any better. The vast unknowns of space are pretty terrifying, but they don't come near to how scary our oceans can be. Do you know what else is terrifying? Spending 5 seconds on Venus. What mysteries does this planet hold? Well, that's a story for another Helpline video.